The celebrations to mark the 850th anniversary of the founding of the Royal Hospital of St. Bartholomew began with the visit of Her Majesty the Queen, who had previously written to Sir Robin Brooke, the Treasurer, expressing her very good wishes to all concerned with the anniversary celebrations and for the future work of the hospital, adding that she was greatly looking forward to visiting St. Bartholomew's on Wednesday, the 21st of March. The members of the staff assembling in the square in their academic dress made a colourful sight as they moved into the great hall where the Queen was to address them and unveil a memorial plaque. Meanwhile, Pedro, one of the hospital porters, was busy attempting to clean the carpet on the steps of James Gibbs' house, or so he thought. The Lord Mayor, Lord Mays, was first to arrive. And then, shortly after, at precisely 3 o'clock, Her Majesty the Queen drove through the Henry VIII gate. Was then welcomed by the Lord Mayor on the steps of James Gibbs' house. Following her address, the Queen, accompanied by Robin Brooke and John Goody the clerk, crossed the square, stopping to speak informally to the many patients and staff and their friends, as she made her way to the orthopaedic wards in the West Wing. They were chosen particularly because the patients included some of the people injured by the Old Bailey bomb a week or two before. The orthopaedic consultants had been excluded from the Great Hall because it would have been inappropriate for them to have left before the Queen in order to be in their wards in time to welcome her. Charles Manning and Alan Lettin and Jonathan Wilkinson, the senior registrar, can just be made out together with Sue Griffiths, the ward sister, as they move from bed to bed, the Queen stopping to talk to almost everyone. A ball in the Guild Hall followed a week later, and further celebrations included Tudor feasts in the Great Hall and another ball in Smithfield Market on the 5th of May. A highlight of the celebrations was the William Harvey Revolutionary Circus, performed as part of St. Bartholomew Fair, which returned after a lapse of more than a century. The fair was opened by the Lord Mayor, according to ancient custom, outside the Henry VIII gate at 11 o'clock in the forenoon. Here he is preceded by the Hospitaller, the Reverend Arnold, as he mounts the stage which had been erected for the performances of the Revolutionary Circus. Medieval fairs usually included theatrical presentations, and the William Harvey Revolutionary Circus was a play written by George Blackledge, one of the students, especially for the celebrations, around the life of William Harvey, Barts' most famous son. The town crier opened the proceedings in the traditional way. And then, after a fanfare of trumpets, the Lord Mayor made his speech of welcome. The crowd assembled in West Smithfield below was really quite remarkable in size. It really illustrated the celebrations had really caught the public imagination. The chairman of the Students' Union thanked Lord Mays in his reply, and after drinking a toast, a walkabout began. The streets in and around Smithfield and a large part of the market itself were closed, and the fair extended to the Medical College gardens in historic Charterhouse Square. There was something for everyone in any way connected with Barts, whether past or present. Stalls and demonstrations of ancient crafts, roundabouts and helter-skelters. Jimmy Robinson, who did so much to organise the event, is quite clearly pleased with that everything is now underway. Without the benefit of contemporary sound, it is difficult to know how well the Barts bell ringers performed, but they certainly enjoyed themselves. There is George Blackledge in very colourful dress, and I believe further students rather than members of the Coldstream Guards themselves. A physiotherapist selling artificial flowers. And one of the patients who I'm sure will still remember this splendid occasion. Traditional fairground entertainments, the cakewalk. A glimpse of John Griffiths organising the rides in the Pony and Trap. the Bob Apple competition, which apparently results in the award of a certificate to one of my sons. A falconer. I'm not quite sure of the significance of this particular stall. Gordon Hamilton Fairley in a monk's habit. Charles Manning again. And one of the orthopaedic registrars, David Jones. The whip-bred horses, of course, an attraction wherever they appear. An ox roasting on the spit, with little left for latecomers. Peggy Turner, who did so much for Barts in many different ways, welcomes with open arms George Ellis, who is remembered, I'm sure, by everyone. Jimmy Robinson again, this time with beard, and Alan Fuller just coming into the picture, looking more like Henry VIII. A fancy dress parade on the lawns of Charterhouse. Some of the attractive, apparently female participants are, in fact, male medical students in disguise. There seems to be no doubt, however, about the sex of this young lady. Or of these two young ladies who it is said were hoping to win the Booby Prize. I wonder what happened to these two knights in armour. No doubt they're successful surgeons now. The actor, Edward Woodward, very kindly judged the proceedings and awarded the prizes. More traditional entertainments for the children, including members of the Lettin family. And of course the inevitable Punch and Judy show. But all good things come to an end. But who would have thought 25 years ago that that would include St. Bartholomew's Hospital?